is 5 p.m. and I now call the Board of Trustees to order. The time is 5, and please note that this meeting is being recorded. We have a quorum with member Kolb Sr. absent. Do I have any public comment? Closed session.
No public comment this evening.
Okay, being none, we will go on our agenda. We will go into closed session, and it is 5:01. Welcome and good evening. Thank you for coming to our meeting of the Valley Center-Pauma Unified School District Board of Trustees. The time is 5:03, and we let the record show that we have a quorum present, with Member Kolb Sr. being absent. And with that, we are going to move forward. Yes, we are.
So before we do our Pledge of Allegiance, just we have spent the last several days. Mauricio's been with me. We've gone to not only almost all of our schools except for Lilac, but also to schools in the surrounding area and talked to, did a little 911 program to remember those lives that were lost, and then also to look into the future. And so as we get ready to start our board meeting, I just wanted to make a couple of comments. And was there feedback? Oh, I thought somebody was talking to me. Check 1, 2. Yeah. It's hard enough to hear me say it once, but to have to hear me say it twice is going to hurt these people's ears.
Thank you. And this is gripping times. We have a great community we live in, and we need to stay strong together. We're going to move forward to say our Pledge of Allegiance, and we're going to have Joel lead us, please, in the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. The approval of the agenda. Are additions, deletions, or corrections, and/or?
So moved.
Motion made, and a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Being done, we will vote. Member Benjamin?
Aye.
Member Caputo?
Aye.
Member Kolb Sr. is absent. Member Worthy? And Member Stroh votes aye. Reporting out of closed session, and I do have something to report. And this is with Member Benjamin making the motion and Member Worthy seconding the motion. The board unanimously voted a settlement agreement with the VCPUSD retired employee Andy Sema and her claim related to a decision by CalSTRS to retroactively disallow retirement credit for a portion of her counselor's stipend from May 2014 through June 2021. This action by CalSTRS reduced Ms. Sema's monthly retirement benefit by $253. The district attempts to assist Ms. Sema in her dispute with CalSTRS were unsuccessful. With a desire to make Ms. Sema whole and avoid costly litigation, the district has agreed to purchase a modified single premium deferred annuity on her behalf for the amount of $61,935. This annuity will provide Ms. Sema with a lifetime monthly retirement income that has been roughly evaluated to the amount she lost when CalSTRS made this decision last year. In consideration for the settlement, Ms. Sema agreed to forever waive and release the district from any claim related to the CalSTRS retirement benefit. And we will now, our vote was for unanimously. And one was absent, Member Cole. Recognition, this is a great part, this is why you're all here, I know. The recognition and presentations, the board delightfully and is excited to recognize Mario Marino as the Classified Employee of the Month and Tammy Stryler as the Certificated Employee of the Month for the district office. Chief Business Officer Michael Avalez will present the Classified Employee of the Month. Mario.
Thank you, President Stroh. Mario, you want to go? When you think about a school district, you often think about classrooms and students and teachers. But what's often overlooked is the people behind the scenes that help a district to run. You have child nutrition staff that helps feed the students, office and clerical staff, aides and supervisors, maintenance and operations, and transportation staff that help get the students to and from school safely. While not quite as visible, every one of these classified staff members play an important role in the education of our students. It is my privilege tonight to introduce our Classified Employee of the Month for the district office, Mario Moreno. Mario and I went to school together and may have even played on the same soccer team if it weren't for an unfortunate string of events. And while we took different paths, we ended up in the same position, serving the community that has provided us with so much. Mario is the lead mechanic at our school district. He oversees the maintenance of our vehicles and the safety of our students and their drivers. But Mario's service extends well beyond the district's walls. Mario is also kind and selfless. After finding out Mario was selected as the Employee of the Month, one employee told me that he came to help her when she was left stranded on the side of the road. And when she told me that, I knew immediately that we had made the right decision. This story exemplifies the kind of person Mario is. Mario also fits perfectly in our educational community. If you spend a few minutes in the shop, you are bound to learn a thing about engines or brakes or suspensions, and I've definitely learned a lot from Mario. On the other side of the coin, he is a lifelong learner. A colleague of his had this to say: he is always there to help when drivers need anything, and I must stress anything because it was in all caps and there were multiple exclamation marks. He was so excited after taking classes and learning the ins and outs of new electric buses. He came back with so much great information and knowledge to share with all of our drivers so that we could be successful and proficient. Earlier this year, Ron used an analogy of a bricklayer to drive home the idea of what we look for when it comes to employees of the Valley Center-Pauma Unified School District. I'll give you the abridged version because I don't think I do it quite the justice that Ron would expect, but it boils down to how 3 different people might view the same job. You have a person who comes in and does the job, the person who has a profession, and the person who has a calling. In this bricklayer analogy, the first would be someone who is building a wall, the second would realize that they are building a part of something larger, and the third understands that they are building a home where a family will make memories for years to come. Mario exemplifies the person who views their job as a calling. One of Mario's coworkers put it best when they said, "As a former student of our district, Mario brings a unique sense of pride and connection to his work, and it shows in everything he does. His positive attitude and ever-present smile make him a joy to work with." Over the years, Mario has grown tremendously in his role as a mechanic. His dedication to learning and improving is evident, especially in his initiative to master the complexities of our electric buses, diagnosing and resolving issues with skill and precision. He's not only a talented technician, but also a mentor to his coworkers, always willing to share his knowledge and lend a helping hand. Whether it's stepping in to drive a route or embracing his responsibility as lead mechanic, Mario consistently goes above and beyond. He is a tremendous asset to our department, and I feel truly fortunate to work alongside him. We have a motto at Valley Center-Pauma: until the last moment, until the last child, we serve, we lead, we grow, and Mario exemplifies that ideal. Until the last child is delivered safely to their home, he serves this community. If we had 100 Marios throughout the school district, I'd have a lot less gray hairs in my beard. But as it is, I'm extremely grateful to have one Mario. Y a la familia de Mario, el orgullo que Mario demuestra en su trabajo es gracias a ustedes. Ustedes son la razón y la respuesta a la pregunta ¿por qué? Gracias por compartir a Mario con nosotros. Congratulations, Mario, on this well-deserved accomplishment.
Well, I'm very nervous, as you guys can see. I just want to start off by saying how much I appreciate this moment. To see a lot of friends. You know, a lot of people that likes me and loves me. So I just want to say that dreams come true. I'll say a little story about me. So as some of you guys already know, that there's at the elementary, right now there's a little library. I don't know if you guys seen it, that's a new thing. Used to be a public phone. Me and my family, we used to go there every Sunday to call our relatives down in Mexico. Me and my brother, we used to play around and say, hey, you know, who would drive the best bus? And we always look up to the bus barn. Who would have thought that I became a bus driver and mechanic at some point? I became a mechanic. Now I'm the lead mechanic. And I just want to finish up with this, that dreams come true. And my goal is to support people and have more people from Valley Center feel proud of what they are, feel proud of where they are, because I'm very proud of Valley Center. I have gotten everything from here, and I'm never gonna make it where people is disappointed about me. I really have those colors in my heart. Like I said, I grew up. Now that I see a teacher from ELD from the high school being in here, it means a lot for me. So thank you so much for everything, guys. And I just can't thank you guys enough.
I just want to say one thing about Mario. Mario has a smile every single day, and he's always eager to help. And I had a situation last year where I had like a confidential mission that I needed a man for. Top secret, as high secret as the district can get. I went down and saw Mario. He grabbed his welder, he grabbed his hammer, and it didn't result in us finding the time capsule for the elementary. But Mario and I had a lot of fun trying to find it. But Mario, congratulations. You're a gem, buddy.
Look at these flowers, these are happy. Your husband.
We're going to
And
take a
here's
picture with you.
this, yes. And I just want to say one thing, because as I'm watching and listening, we are the blessed ones. We with you here, and I'm looking at our ex-students and that are all here. They're part of the board. They're the superintendent secretary that have been to Valley Center. I think I'm just real emotional because there's a lot of heavy stuff that's been going on. But you guys, we are in an amazing community. School districts like this, let me tell you, I talked to different board members and presidents. We are very special, very unique, and don't take it for granted because it is special. I mean, I see Christy over there and your daughter, granddaughter. I mean, we continue to build upon what we established a long time ago, and now our students are becoming our great teachers and administrative secretaries and just fabulous. So anyways, I'm sorry I kind of went off on that, but my heart is like, so let's take a picture.
I'll let you get next to Mario.
Okay. Next Mario. And Monica,
I'm just jealous that your son gets to sleep during the meeting. I gotta stay awake. our Director of Curriculum and Instruction, Stephanie McIntyre, will now present our Certificated Employee of the Month.
Tammy, come on up. Tonight is my honor to recognize Tammy as our Certificated Employee of the Month. Tammy has spent the last 34 years working as an educator in various capacities. She joined us as a first grade teacher at Lilac back in 2012. In 2015, that's when I was lucky. She decided that she was going to apply for one of the district TOSA positions and transferred over to Valley Center Elementary School. I asked her, what made you decide to do that? And she said, I really felt like it was that kind of natural progression. And she really feels like she loves curriculum and knows that, loves supporting and working and collaborating with her teachers. And that's also another way to support the students that she loves as well. And so that was when our collaboration began. And once the two of us get going, man, our ideas, our momentum, they just skyrocket. I was able to see firsthand the knowledge she brought with her and her capacity for supporting her colleagues. She did an amazing job as a site TOSA, assuming many leadership roles on campus. Then 3 years ago, she made another transition. The district opened up a position for a district-wide math TOSA. And while Tammy is highly experienced in both literacy and math is her true passion. I always joke it runs through her veins. And so once she enjoys supporting the district as a whole now, helping to create those systems for effective math instruction and continuing to provide strategies to both certificated and classified staff. Her colleagues have many, many great things to say about what her work has meant to them and those they serve. So they had to say, Tammy's the heart of our district's math program. She brings an incredible passion for mathematics and education, paired with an unwavering commitment to staff and students. Whether she's rolling out new curriculum, leading family math nights, mentoring new teachers, or jumping in to support a colleague, Tammy always goes above and beyond. She is endlessly knowledgeable, generous with her time, and has made a profound difference in mathematics instruction across the district. Tammy is a very deserving individual for this recognition. I had the privilege to work with Tammy during my induction program. She mentored, coached, and taught me very valuable skills in the teaching profession. Her dedication and passion for serving students and teachers does not go unnoticed. She's an incredible support, and she connects so well with everyone from staff to students. Her energy and passion for math shine through in all she does. Tammy works alongside our teachers, modeling best practices and supporting them in absolutely anything they need. She's made a profound difference in mathematics instruction. Tammy, thank you so much for everything you do. You are amazing, and I absolutely love being a partner with you in this work. Congratulations.
I gotta bring this down. Thank you, Stephanie. I know we've been together, 10 years, and we still love each other and like each other and work well together. It's amazing. And she was wondering if I was gonna cry. I said, no, I already cried twice, but I kind of feel it coming on, so we'll see how it goes. But thank you for the board and everybody here and recognizing this. I think this role as a TOSA, what does that mean as a TOSA? We wear all these different hats and we're running around and we're behind the scenes. And I'm glad that Donna's here because I think you might know the story I'm going to say. Like when you go out and you meet people and they're like, well, what do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a teacher. And then what's the next question? What grade do you teach? Oh, well, I'm a TOSA. And you're like, oh, shoot, I said that. Because then the next 20 minutes, you're trying to describe, what a TOSA is. And so Dawn and I got in that loop not too long ago. So now when anybody asks, what are you? Or what do you do for a living? I'm a teacher. What grade do you teach? 4th. It's just easier because that's really hard to describe what TOSAs do. But I'm so appreciative that the district really recognizes the work that TOSAs do. And this recognition to me just goes out to all the TOSAs in the district because we really are running around and doing all these things and not always getting recognized for the things that we do. So to be recognized for that, I really appreciate that. And I'm really grateful for the district to support this role, and I think it's an important role. And just with math, yeah, it does run through my veins because my dad was, there it comes. My dad was a math teacher, so it's just been a passion, and we did the pilot, and we adopted a program, the implementation, and just working with teachers is just a passion of mine. I love being side by side with teachers in the trenches, in the classrooms, and just doing that work. It's just, I pinch myself every day that I have this role, that I'm able to do this every single day in this district. That's amazing. And now being at the district level, working with Ron and Mark and Stephanie and Mesa and all these amazing people at the district and all the principals, and it's been such an honor. So thank you so much for recognizing this work.
We have a special coin for her that we also gave to Mario, which has our slogan that Michael mentioned earlier, until the last moment and until the last child, we lead, we serve, we grow. And you really exemplify that, especially in the area of mathematics for us. So thank you.
Thank you.
And here's this big, beautiful. Yeah, they are, yeah. And this is for you, Tamara, but also, what a blessing. She has been desperately needed to upgrade our math program, and thank you for your passion. And that's a lot of work, and people don't get that. What a TOSA is, but you have served it well, and thank you so much for your hard work in that.
Oh, and I also wanted to say thank you for my family for coming. My mom, my husband, my daughter-in-law, who blessed me with my first grandchild.
Okay. Oh, boy.
And she graduated 4 years ago from high school, so it stays. See, it just all stays.
We gotta give you a
family here.
Yeah, okay.
Is her plaque right set up?
Oh, yes, it is.
Yes, it is. I'm like, I don't know.
We've had them
my
upside down
glasses.
before. Thank you. We are going to move into our superintendent wonderful report right now, and so take it away.
Okay, we have kind of moved things around a little bit where we do the superintendent's report at this point because we have a lot of things to share that are great things about our district, and then we will dismiss those that have come really just for the celebrations, because we know what happens when that's all over. The board meeting really becomes board meeting time. So, superintendent's report. This is our welcome back celebration. We've had a great time with this the last couple of years. We spend about 2.5 hours in the gym. We talk about our district, our goals for the year, and we also recognize we have an In Kudos program, and every school site recognizes the top 5 awards there that you see, and they send those names to us as a cabinet. And as a cabinet, we pick the winners of these awards for each, for the district-wide. So this year, Lindsay Morningstar, she's up there in the purple. She was our kindness, service, and support. We have Paralina Lamadrid, who's our silent hero. She is in the red shirt, I believe. The teal, I'm sorry, over there by Julie. Minerva Storm from the elementary school was our instructional dynamo. She's in the blue outfit by Mark. Dawn Ray, who's back here, was our extra mile. She's from Pauma. She is in the red shirt. And then John Hartford, who is our music teacher at the primary and elementary schools. He had the it factor. And then out of that group of 5, we as a cabinet pick who's the MVP pro? Who is the person that represents Valley Center-Pauma Unified School District to the utmost every single day? This is also an alumni from our district, and it's Lindsay Morningstar from Lilac, and once again, she's in the purple. So we just give a big round of applause for our winners. We have a great time celebrating this at our welcome back. First day of school, we had a lot of fun. There was a lot of excitement. This is welcome back at the middle school. You can see Leonie up there celebrating. Kids thumbs up. Everybody, and look at that, the bottom right. 5 minutes into school, they're sitting in rows learning. That's efficiency. We have our welcome back at Lilac School. A great picture there for his first day of school at the top. Got a couple of future, I thought it was a fire helmet the kid had on, but I guess it's just a ball cap. But everybody obviously excited to get there for the first day of school. Down in Pauma, we had our welcome back for the Bobcats. Just a great day down there. I know they had a lot of fun. Here's a couple pictures for the Roadrunners over there at the elementary school. The first day back is such a fun day, especially at the little levels, because those kids don't necessarily see each other over the summer. So all of a sudden, they've got this friendship rekindled, and it's the excitement is, oh.
Hi, this is Mrs. Beckford, and this is me before the first day.
So the video's not, the teachers took how I feel at the beginning of the first day back and then how I feel at the end of the day.
This is me before the first day of school.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Bravega. This is me at the end of day 1.
Needing a cup of coffee.
Hi, this is Miss Higman, and this is me on the first day of school. This is Miss Higman at the end of the first day.
Hi, I'm Miss Wallenberg, and this is me before the first day of school. Hi, my name is Miss Wallenberg, and this is me at the end of the first day of school.
Hi, good morning. My name is Mrs. Moore, and this is me before the first day of school. Hi, this is Mrs. Moore. This is me at the end of the first day of school.
Hi, this is Mrs. Arguello, and this is me before the first day of school. This is Mrs. Arguello, and this is me at the end of the first day of school.
Hi, this is Miss Clark on the first day of school. This is Miss Clark at the end of the first day of school.
Hi, this is Miss Evans before the first day of school.
This is Mrs. Evans, and this is me on the end of the first day of school.
Drink that water, girl.
This is Miss Masadi, and this is me before the first day of school. This is Miss Masadi, and this is me at the end of my first day of school.
Hi, I'm Miss Poundstone. This is me on the first day of school.
I'm Miss Poundstone. This is me at the end of the day.
Hi, this is Mrs. Nava, and this is me before the first day of school.
Hey, I'm Mrs. Nava, and this is me at the end of the first day of school.
That's good.
There was a lot of drama there. They all skipped their way in the parking lot at the end of the school day. This is the high school. Welcome back to the Jaguars. They started out with a great rally, and then you can see as they got back into the classrooms, they got going. And one of the things you see here is the kids already have their technology. The technology department did a great job of making sure with the registrations and everything that kids were ready to go the first day of school. So a shout out to the technology department. Here is one of my favorite places to go. This is the welcome back bees of the primary school, and you can see all the excitement there. I'm not sure if in the middle there how it's going is the middle of the day, the end of the day, or what part of the day. Oh, I see. She started on the left and ended on the right. Okay. And I'll tell you, Mrs. Arai had the best day ever. She's announced that this will be her last year, and you can watch her enjoying every last minute of her last day, and it was really cute. Want to mention that we do have a big golf tournament coming up. This is our JAGS Foundation Golf Tournament, which Julie has hosted for many, many years and been actually one of the founders of our foundation. It'll be on the 24th, 8:30 shotgun. If you haven't signed up to golf and you want to get out there, it's a great time to be out there with friends, but also raise some money for our schools. 9/11, these are our day of service. Remember, we started our morning off at the fire department where they do the reading of the names. And then you can see here at the middle school there, that was the presentation that we did there. And then there's some more pictures of the fire station. What I would remind everybody and those listening out on the internet is we do have a home football game tomorrow night. We will be doing a remembrance at the home football game, which will include probably 5 or 6 fire engines, a couple military vehicles, the rendition of the Old Glory by Van Morris will be live there. We also have a general who has been traveling with us. He's a brigadier general. There's only 150 of those in the world. There's over 1.2 million people serving and only 150 one-star generals. So we're very lucky to have him with us. But that'll be tomorrow night, probably around 6:30 in between the JV and varsity football game. Oh, there's the flyer for that. I didn't realize we had one. That's the game. It's like I said, it's going to be between the JV and varsity game. If you're a school employee or a retired school employee, or first responder with ID, we will let you in free for that. And like I said, it's going to be a really neat program. We are going to have our staff. I think we have over 65 staff members signed up because we want to recognize our teachers who are also play a huge role in serving our community and serving our students. They will be on the field with the American flag during the ceremony. So if you can make it, we'd love to have you out there. And with that, I think we dismiss those that came for the...
Yes, if you came just for that and you would like to go get some dinner or something now, you are free to leave, of course. But congratulations, and celebrate and get those flowers and some water. Maybe. Thank you for coming. And congratulations. Look at, oh my gosh, yes. Look at you guys.
You're David?
Oh, he looks just...
And Mario?
Mario. Oh, Mario. Okay, we will resume with, have we received any requests to address the board?
No requests this evening.
Seeing none, we will now move to the consent agenda. Do I have a motion?
Oh, Keisha stepped out.
Oh, hold the phone. We're waiting for our board member. She is not. Okay, moving forward. So consent agenda. Do I have a motion?
President Stroh, I was responsible for reviewing this month's purchase orders. My questions have been addressed. I move to approve the consent agenda, including the updated personnel list.
Okay, thank you. And a second?
I'll second.
And any further discussion on that? No? Being none, let's vote. Member Benjamin?
Aye.
Member Caputo?
Aye.
Member Worthy?
Aye.
Member Alfonso Coba is absent, and Member Stroh votes aye. Superintendent Division, an MOU with the Sempasquaw Band of Mission Indian Tribe. Do we have a motion?
A motion?
Okay, so moved, and a second.
I'll second.
Any further discussion on that? No?
I just want to say a few things real quick. We have been working with our tribal governments at all 5 of our reservations. This is the second MOU that we signed. We did have a really nice signing ceremony at their cultural center over by Lake Wolford. Board member Caputo was there, and board member Keisha and Julie, and it was it was a really nice afternoon. This is our formal approval of it. But we wanted to have the signing first. So I do appreciate the board, one, allowing and giving us the direction to work on these MOUs. So thank you.
It's great to have that and to move forward in this direction. Beautiful time, and we're getting this done. A motion. Oh, wait, we did that? We did that? You stepped in, and I wasn't aware of that. A vote. Member Benjamin? Member Caputo?
Aye.
Member Worthy?
Aye.
Member Kolb Senior is absent, and Member Stroh votes aye. Educational Services, moving to a public hearing and resolution 2025-2026-02 for board approval of sufficiency of public textbooks and instructional materials. It is 6:39. I will gavel in. And is there any public comment? Being none, we will gavel out, and it is 6:39. Do I have a motion to approve Resolution 2025-2026-02?
I'll make a motion.
Motion made, a second?
I'll second.
Second. And any discussion? Being none, let's vote. Member Benjamin?
Aye.
Member Caputo?
Aye.
Member Worthy?
Aye.
Member Kolb Senior is absent. Member Stroh votes aye. To the Business Division, approval of 2025-2026-03, the GAN resolution and appropriations limit calculation. I now turn it over to our Chief Business Officer, Michael Avalos, for a report.
Thank you, President Stroh. Normally, as we move forward with the final approval of our financials for the past fiscal year, we move right into the voting for the GAN limit, but I wanted to provide you with a brief update on our financial standing before heading into that vote. I am pleased to report that in a remarkable turnaround, we have closed with a small budget surplus for this past fiscal year, and this is a cause for celebration as we successfully navigated significant financial challenges and avoided the drastic measures such as layoffs that other districts in the county have had to do this year. Our success was a direct result of our strategic approach to fund management. We maximized the use of restricted funds to preserve the health of our unrestricted general fund. An example of this was saving over $600,000 in general fund contributions by not taking indirect costs for programs like special education. This was also bolstered by an additional revenues, including an extra $200,000 in LCFF funds and $60,000 in property taxes, along with operational savings in areas such as services for outside transportation, technology, and general administration services. We are especially proud that we accomplished this while maintaining our status as a top employer for educators. Last year, the district offered the second highest starting teacher salary in the county's 42 school districts, with teachers remaining in the top 5 for compensation during their first decade of employment. Looking ahead, we are mindful of significant carryover funds. This includes approximately $500,000 in federal funds that must be spent or rolled over by the end of the federal fiscal year, which is at the end of October, and over $5 million in other restricted grant funds that have varying spending deadlines from the end of this next fiscal year until the end of 2028. While substantial, these funds are earmarked for specific purposes. Another form of restricted funds that were budgeted in the previous fiscal year are restricted funds that have ending balances, but that can only be spent for specific purposes. 2 such examples of these funds include over $2.5 million in the Expanded Learning Opportunities Program grant, which is our after-school program, and over $2.3 million in our routine restricted maintenance fund, which is for maintenance. These savings to the general funds were crucial for our financial health, but have come at the expense of facilities improvements. And while in the past couple of years we have made a concerted effort to increase our salaries and modernize our curriculum, we are now committed to leveraging our strong financial footing to make key investments to upgrading our facilities, as our students and families deserve to learn in spaces they can be truly proud of. So that was just a little summary of the last fiscal year, and if anybody has any questions, I'm happy to answer them.
To me, was a very big summary with a huge savings, and thank you for your excellence and your team and working. That's very huge, and that our teachers are one of the highest paid in the county is very excellent. Yes?
And I would just add on that, when we had our welcome back, we figured that we were at least about better, we were spending at a deficit less of $2 million deficit less than what we had predicted. So to end in the end and have the numbers come in as we move the monies around with those restricted funds to come in with a little bit of a surplus is huge. And what it really means for us as we look to the future, we know that we still have a structural deficit and it shows up in year 2 and 3 and further down, but we don't have to address it as quickly as what we felt we had to address it, which what that results in is keeping more teachers, lower class sizes, and also in our classified area, keeping more people, which then spreads that work out more evenly to keep our facilities, our classrooms, our aides, all those things up to the numbers that are much more manageable with our students. So thank you, Michael.
So do I have a motion
So moved.
and a second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? Being none, let's vote. Member Benjamin?
Aye.
Member Caputo?
Aye.
Member Worthy?
Aye.
And Member Kolb Senior is absent. Member Stroh votes aye. Advanced planning, here we are. Do have dinner early. Our next regular board meeting will be October 9th, 2025. And adjournment, do I have a motion?
So moved.
A second?
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Nope.
Dinner? Let's vote. Member Benjamin?
Aye.
Member Caputo?
Aye.
Member Worthy?
Aye.
Member Kolb Senior is absent. Member Stroh votes aye. And it is 6:45. Wow. Meeting adjourned. Thank you all.